fellas. Welcome back to the channel. And today marks the day the Boston Celtics are going to make NBA history, as they are going to be the first team in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit to beat the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. Am I worried about being down 3-0? Not really.
Outside Martin. On top, open triple. Good! He's on one. Caleb Martin is absolutely on fire. The Heat are going to the NBA Finals. The Miami Heat, the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals champion.
Don't think about it too much.
Wow, guys, wow. Sports are the craziest thing in the world, especially if you're a fan of the Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics, because the last 2 weeks have been the craziest 2 weeks in like literally ever. I mean, it was a movie. I don't even know what to say. Game 7 just wrapped up. The Celtics lost. As you know, I'm a huge Celtics fan. Listen, what a series. It sucks as a Celtics fan to lose like that. We came all the way back, down 3-0. I thought we were going to win tonight. The Heat just played an amazing game. No excuses from the Celtics. I mean, I know Jason Tatum did get hurt, but he still played. They just shot amazing. Caleb Martin shot amazing. But that's why sports are amazing, and that's why being a big fan of one team is the coolest thing ever. Like, literally, I'm going to play a video from last year when the Celtics beat the Heat in Game 7. The difference between I am right now and I was last year is actually insane. Just roll it really quick. It's Halftime Productions. Welcome back to the channel. And as you see, I can't stop smiling because about an hour ago, my Boston Celtics, my favorite team in the NBA, defeated the Miami Heat in a Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals to move to the NBA Finals. So guys, you saw how happy it was last year. That was right after we won Game 7. This is right after we lose Game 7. There's a big difference. Obviously, we took an L, but again, all credits to the Miami Heat. They are on in the NBA Finals, well deserved. So now, guys, getting into today's video, the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat in the 2023 NBA Finals. Who do you guys have winning this series? I want to see all your predictions in the comments right now. I'll be reading every single one of them. We're going to go to the NBA 2K23 and simulate a best-of-7 series with live games to see who would win, Denver or Miami. We do this every year. It's tradition. And this series is kind of interesting. Obviously, the Denver Nuggets have been the best team in the playoffs, but the Miami Heat have shocked everybody. So why can't they shock the Nuggets? I mean, it could happen. You just never know. Denver has home court advantage. They have the better record. And for the Denver Nuggets, it's going to be hard to stop. They just beat the Lakers in 4. They beat the Suns in 6, beat the Wolves in 5. Jokic playing like the MVP. He is the best player in the NBA right now. I feel like that's no debate. Jamal Murray playing amazing. Aaron Gordon doing his role. Michael Porter Jr., Bruce Brown. I mean, I just am really interested right now actually to do the simulation. So we're going to go in NBA 2K23, simulate the Miami Heat as an AC versus the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals on 2K to see who would win. Now I am done talking. It is time to get this 2023 NBA Finals simulation going on 2K. Who's going to take it in Denver? Game 1, Heat versus Nuggets. NBA Finals simulation begins now. Let's go. Fellas, we are here on the NBA 2K23 ready to do the final simulation. As you see, we have the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat. And remember, all of these games will be simulated by NBA 2K. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just commentating. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this series in Game 1. I'll see you there right now. So here we go. So game 1 is going to come down the wire as we go to Denver. It's a 2-point game. Nuggets down by 2. These fans are on their feet looking for the tie. Jokic on Adebayo flips it up and in. And I mean, that's too easy for the Joker. Bam Adebayo has to go against Jokic. And Bam Adebayo, he's not really a center. He's more like a power forward. So it's going to be a tough task. But here comes Jimmy Butler. A minute to go. Looking to steal game 1 on the road. 118-0. Butler around the screen from Adebayo. Opens love in the corner, puts it in. Kevin Love gets it. It's a 2-pointer, no 3. So 56 seconds. The Miami Heat have the lead again. And I mean, what a way to start these NBA Finals. People thought it was going to be boring, but look at in this 2K simulation. It is a close one as Jokic, the jumper for the tie. and it rims out. Oh my goodness, Bam Adebayo with the stop, and now the Miami Heat have a chance to extend this lead to 2 possessions. Can they get another big-time basket? Here comes Butler, 33 seconds, shot clock winding down at 11. Butler gets MPJ. They're going to go back to the screen and roll with Adebayo. Butler has it, swings it to Love once again. And this time it is no good. Nuggets on the break out of timeouts, down by 2 in game 1. Under 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. Here is Jamal Murray. And these fans are on their feet. Murray to Jokic. Has a mismatch. Draws 2. Jokic goes underneath and puts it in. The double team doesn't matter for the 2-time MVP. And we are tied. Timeout Miami with 6.7 seconds left. What a game. Who's Miami gonna go to? Is it gonna be Jimmy Butler? It's gotta be, right? Butler takes it against Michael Porter Jr. He's gonna get going. Butler gonna launch a deep 3 for the win. Back iron, no good. And we're going to overtime in game 1. I mean, what a way to start off this series in the NBA Finals. And we aren't done yet. We're going back and forth. Overtime in the NBA Finals. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. As we enter OT, 1 minute to go, and Jimmy Butler turns it over, and we are still tied. As Murray goes to Gordon on the lob. What a play! Jamal Murray throws it to Aaron Gordon, and Aaron Gordon, who should have won the dunk contest, just went down and threw it down. As here comes Butler for the tie. No good. Rebound Aaron Gordon. And how about Gordon the last minute of this overtime game? Michael Porter Jr. the drive. Porter kicks it to Murray. Murray the drive. He takes it back out. 34 seconds. Jokic in. Jokic from Jamal Murray. 4-point game, 32 seconds. And all of a sudden, the Denver Nuggets are going on a run here in overtime. Jimmy Butler the drive. Butler goes up. And they're going to call a foul on this one. But only 26 seconds remain in this game. And the Heat are down. And after going back and forth on free throws here in game 1, only 16 seconds remain. Miami down by 5. Vincent the shot no good. Butler the rebound. Need a quick 3. Butler back to Vincent. His 3-pointers off the mark. And guys, that is going to do it in game 1. And so the Denver Nuggets will hold on. And they're going to win this overtime battle as they get the offensive rebound. It is over. Your final 133 to 139. I mean, what a high-scoring game. An entertaining game to say the least in game 1 of these NBA Finals. But the Nuggets will take game 1 at home as the Heat fought. But ultimately, they're going to lose this one. Jokic with 56 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists in his first NBA Finals game. I mean, what an unbelievable stat line as Caldwell put by 23. And this was such a good game as Jokic went absolutely crazy. And Michael Porter Jr. struggled in this one, only 4 points. But as we now go to the Miami Heat in the loss, Jimmy Butler with 37 points, a great game. Also Adebayo played great. Max Strus pitched in 20 as Caleb Martin did not have a great game after the amazing Eastern Conference Finals. Anyways, fellas, 1-0 Denver. It is time to go to game 2. Who is going to take it? Well, let's find out. And I didn't think it was going to happen, but the Miami Heat will steal one on the road in Denver as they win Game 2 by 10 points, 118 to 108. And they have just tied this series, now going back to Miami. This was a big-time win. They needed it. I mean, you never want to go down 0-2 in the finals, but Denver couldn't close this one out as Jimmy Butler with 22, 9, and 7 on the night in the victory. And so Jokic in Game 2, 31, 9, and 15. And I mean, it's not like anybody really played bad for the Denver Nuggets. But for the Miami Heat, Max Strus led the way with 22 points, but he went 6 for 20 for 3. I mean, 23 for Max Strus is insane, as Butler only had 22 on the night. Everybody pitched in for the Heat, and that's how they're gonna beat you. Anyways, Miami wins Game 2, so the series is now tied at 1. So let's get to Game 3. It will be in Miami. Heat Nuggets, who's gonna take it? Let's go. We enter our first game in Miami for the finals as Jamal Murray's at the line. He pushing the free throw and the Nuggets have a 6-point lead. And so with only 5 seconds remaining, Game 3 will be over. The Nuggets will hold on and they're going to retake the series lead in the NBA Finals at 2-1. And for the Miami Heat, next game is a must win. I mean, you can't be down 3-1 going to Denver. But now as we head to the box score after Game 3, Jimmy Butler with 33 points, a great game. Bam Adebayo had a great game as well, 26. Vincent with 11. Max Strus only 2 points, 0 for 12. He didn't make one basket, so we had a 22-point game in this series, but now he goes 0 for 12, 0 for 10 for 3. I mean, what's going on with Max Strus in that game? Anyways, to the Denver Nuggets, how about Caldwell Pope leading the team in points with 25? As Jokic only had 15, he went 6 for 19. Not the best game for Jokic. Anyways, guys, Denver still won as they have the series lead. We go to Game 4 Miami. Denver leads 2-1. Who's going to take Game 4? Well, let's get there right now. And now we're going to get our second close game of the finals in Game 4 as the Heat lead by 1 with 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining. But the Denver Nuggets have the ball, and Miami knows this is a must-win. So let's see what they can do down here in the stretch as Jokic going to Adebayo. Goes up with the layup, and he misses it. Rebound, Bam. 52 seconds. Here come the Heat. Fans are on their feet. Max Strus to drive. Strus goes up with it, and he can't get it to go. Rebound, Denver. And if you're Miami, that is not the best shot right there, as the Nuggets have a chance to take the lead. Murray for 3, and that won't go. And so each team has gone cold, as here come the Heat up by 1. Jimmy Butler throws it down. Oh my goodness, a Jimmy Butler jam. He cocked it back like LeBron. Look at that. Flashbacks of LeBron in Miami. I didn't know Jimmy Butler had a dunk package like that. I mean, in this simulation he does, as Denver down 3 here in Game 4. Jamal Murray, Jokic underneath, Jokic, no, grabs his rebound up, and 1. Bam commits the foul. A horrible foul right there, and Jokic has a chance to tie it. That is the last thing you want to do if you're the Heat, and Jokic puts it in. Timeout Miami with 19 seconds, and they have a chance to win this game. Tie game in Miami, and the ball's in the hands of Jimmy Butler. Shot clock off, a chance to win Game 4. 9 seconds, Michael Porter Jr. will defend, as we are now down to 6 seconds. Here comes the screen, Butler on the wing, Butler going left, Butler fades away, bang! Butler hits it with 0.2 seconds. Unbelievable. Murray, it's not going to count. And the Heat have won Game 4 at home, and they will tie up this series. Jimmy Butler. It doesn't get any more clutch than that. And the Denver Nuggets fans, I mean, they're in disbelief and absolute heartbreak. But now as we go to the box score, Adebayo led Miami with 31 points in the victory. Jimmy Butler with 26, Lowry with 18, and Max Strus once again struggling. Also Caleb Martin, he didn't have a great game. And now for the Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray with 30 points, Jokic with 19, 19, and 16, a pretty good game. And now, guys, the series is tied at 2. We're going to go to Game 5 in Denver, the biggest game of the series. Who's going to win it? Well, let's get there right now. And so in the biggest game of the series, the Denver Nuggets will win this one at home, 131 to 115. It is going to be your final unless Butler makes that, but he doesn't. So now, guys, the Denver Nuggets are 1 win away from a championship. And for the Miami Heat, can they defend a home court in 4-7 as they lose this one on the road? And Jokic has played so good at home in this series, but on the road in Miami, he struggled, but he has 37 points in this victory for the Nuggets. And as we go to the box score, 37, 16, and 14 for the Joker as Jamal Murray at 28. I mean, all-around great game from these players on the Denver Nuggets as they get the job done and take the series lead once again, as Bam Adebayo having an amazing series, 37 points. I mean, he's their best player so far in this final simulation. But anyways, fellas, Game 6 in Miami, series is on the line. What is going to happen? Well, fellas, without further ado, let's get to Game 6 right now. The Heat are trying to force a Game 7, but they trail in Game 6 by 2 points with only 35 seconds. And the Denver Nuggets have the ball, so can they get the dagger? Here's Jamal Murray going at Vincent, swings it to Gordon. Heat fans are on their feet as we are now down to 23 seconds. Gordon with the ball on Kevin Love. Now shot clock's at 7 seconds. The Nuggets gotta get it going. What are they doing? Now it's Jamal Murray in the corner. Murray going left, baseline jumper. No good. Rebound Love. Heat. Series. Simulation on the line. Strus with the ball. Max Strus. In and out.
It almost dropped, and with 0.9 seconds, the Miami Heat have to foul. I mean, Heat fans, what do you think about that shot? Should Max Strus have taken that? I mean, he was open, or should they went to Jimmy Butler as Murray puts in the first, and he puts in the second. It's gonna be over. The Denver Nuggets, according to NBA 2K, are gonna be your NBA champions for the 2023 season as they defeat the Miami Heat in 6 games. What a finish, and the Denver Nuggets do it. Jokic gets his first championship, and what a series this was. Unexpectedly amazing here on this NBA 2K23 simulation as Jokic is celebrating in Miami. But did any of you get your predictions right as the Nuggets win in 6 and they win on the road again? This was such a fun simulation. I hope all of you enjoyed it as the Joker wins your Finals MVP as he should have. And Joker, I mean, what a resume he has at this point. 34 points, 16 rebounds, 14 assists for Jokic. But guys, the Denver Nuggets are your 2023 NBA champions. What a simulation. This was amazing. I hope all you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the NBA Finals in real life. So thank you so much for watching today. Keep being amazing. Keep being GOAT. It is Halftime Productions, and I will see you in the next one. We out.